Hey guys, it's David, and this video is brought to you by Hedaro.com. In this lesson, we're going to learn about a cool Pandas function called Transform, and we're going to use it using GroupBys. So let's begin. Let's start by importing Pandas, and let me fix this. Let's start by also telling you what version of Pandas I'm using, and let's now create some fake data. Now this data that I'm about to create, I probably have used it a whole bunch of times, but it's simple, it's small, and it's easy to use as an example. So column, we're going to call it actually key, and in the second column we're going to call it value, and we got 3, 5, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So key value, that is the dictionary. Now let's create a data frame, and we'll go pd.dataframe. Inside we'll use D. Alright, so we created a very simple data frame, 2 columns. One column is called key, has a bunch of strings, and then another column called value, and it has a bunch of numbers. So let's start with a very simple group by statement. So we'll go group equals df, which is the data frame we just made, group by, and we're going to group by the column key. Now once we have our group by object that we called group, let's do let's get a sum. So group dot sum, and you'll see it groups by the 3 letters A, B, C, and it just sums them, and that's the answer. Now let's say we wanted to grab this sum and stick it into our original data frame, which is up here, the one with 5 rows. Now one way we could do this is we could merge them. So how do we do that? Let's call this df2, and let's print it out again. Alright, so let's go df.merge, and then we're going to merge the first data frame with the second data frame, and we have to then tell Pandas on what columns we're going to merge them on. So on the first data frame, the one on the left, we're going to go by key. So if you go here to the parameters, you'll see that there's one says left on and right on. We're going to use the left on for the left one, and for the one for the right, we can't use the right on because the key column, as you can see it up here, it's in the index. So they do have, let me get to this, they do have right index, and we'll use that one as true. So on sorry, it's left on, we're going to use the key column, and then we're going to use right index equals true. And when you merge these two, you're going to see that we got see, this value y is actually our sum. There's 1699, 1699, 1699, 1699. Then this 7 one is right here, and then the 38s are under. Now if you want to fix this issue with the weird names, you're gonna have to rename the column from df2, and we could do that by just doing dot rename, and then in here we could just put a dictionary and say we're gonna rename the column value, and we're gonna change it to sum. And I believe this has a parameter called column. So if you run this again, you'll see that the column name is now sum. It was value and we switched it to sum. Now if we rerun the merge down here, you won't see this weird val x val y stuff. Bam. Much cleaner, much better. Now back to the point of the video. I want to show you guys this cool function called transform. So if we get our original GroupBy, which is up here, and let's bring it down here. We could actually go group, and then we could actually hit the transform, and then inside the transform we apply the sum function. And when you run this, you're gonna notice that you're gonna get the 5 values just like we have them up here in the sum. So if you wanted to join this into our original data frame, and again just to show you what our original data frame looked like, it had the key value. So if you want to add the third column, which is going to be called sum, this is how you do it. You'll go df and you'll give the new column a name, sum, and then now we're going to set it to this. And once you run it, you're going to see that the original data frame that just had key value is going to have a third column now, and it's going to be called sum, and it's going to have the values you see down here under the out. So there, let me scroll down so you can see. So you run this and bam, you get your sum column, and it's a group of key and then summed up. So for A is the sum of these two, and then B there's only one, so this matches. And then for C is the sum of these two, which is 38. So as you can see, this line of code is much simpler than doing a merge, which we did up here. You know, it's still one line of code, but it's much easier. So I recommend you try out the transform and see if it helps you with whatever you're working with. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to get the free Pandas tutorial, then go to the description of this video below and check it out. Thank you.